Today is Friday, July 28th, 2017, and this is Generally Trivial.
Welcome to Generally Trivial, a conversation on the lighter side of current events.
Hello and welcome back to Generally Trivial, where we're going to take a walk on the lighter side of current events. I'm Jeff, one of the hosts here, and today with me is Kristi.
Hey guys.
Jordan.
This is your captain. Thanks for joining me.
And Cory.
Hello, my friends.
Cory, it's so good to have you on the show.
Thanks, Jordan.
Finally. We're so excited to have you here.
First time. It feels great.
We're good. We're going to break you in today. Real good.
Softly, I hope.
Maybe.
I didn't really have like any initiation planned. I don't know.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That'll be behind the scenes, though.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Sing the alphabet backwards.
Let me take me a minute.
I don't know that I could sing it forwards. I could say it forwards. I don't know that I could sing it. I feel like I'd kind of have the pressure of the moment and kind of forget a couple letters, you know? Because I don't think I'd get all 28 of them in. Well, we're pretty excited today to bring you Did You Hear? We are also going to go and fill in the blank because there's some news stories that blanks need filled, and we need to fill them.
We need to fill those blanks.
We are equipped for your odd news blank filling.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
And always going to follow it up with some quick hits. Well, we're going to go ahead into Did You Hear?
Hey,
Did you hear?
did you hear about this one?
Did you hear?
Did you hear about this one?
Jordan,
Mm-hmm.
I know that like me, like us, people enjoy Parks and Recreation. Yeah.
Parks and Rec is a great show. Indiana-based,
Yeah.
Can't get much better.
In the super definitely real town of Pawnee, Indiana.
It is my favorite town to visit, much like Muncie for
Yeah.
Jerry, Gary, Larry.
Yeah. All the Gergiches.
Mm-hmm.
They've got some high rankings in that town.
Yeah, they're like the third most obese town in the U.S.
Yeah.
Right?
But one thing about watching that show, if you watch it enough, you know that citizens of that town tend to dislike the citizens of another town, Eagleton.
Yes, I'm very familiar.
And you probably remember the episode where Leslie found out that she was born in Eagleton.
She was so mad, yeah.
Yeah. So the story that I have is actually kind of similar to that. And this involves real life politics.
Uh-huh.
An Australian senator, the 3-time elected senator, has just resigned. Just because he found out that he was actually, the whole time he was from New Zealand. Not just like a city over.
I know.
But, another foreign country.
But it's literally like, they're the same. They're the same. Australia and New Zealand are the same.
I mean, you have to take a boat.
You got to take a boat to get to Seattle.
I'm not sure you've been to Seattle. You're a pilot, but I'm not sure that you've been to Seattle.
Like if you're trying to go Seattle to Portland, most people take a boat. Or if you're going New Jersey to New York, you got to take a boat. You got to take a boat to get a lot of places. But still.
And all of those places are not in the same place that you were then, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so you're just kind of proving my point. But Mr. Ludlam, deputy leader of the minority Green Party, apologized to everybody, his constituents, and said he was sorry that he was actually from New Zealand. But it's just wild that he said his family moved to Perth, Australia when he was 3, and he didn't even realize that his parents had not renounced his citizenship.
Yeah. I mean, he was how old was he? He's probably pretty young when they moved, I'm guessing.
Yeah, he was 3.
Yeah.
Like I said. But yeah.
3?
He was
That's pretty young. I don't remember much.
Yeah. When I was 3, I just remember a lot of scary things.
I remember my 3rd birthday I had a singing Thomas the Tank Engine cake. It sang. The cake sang. It wasn't a musical box. The cake moved. It was crazy.
I also like that your family didn't want to get you Thomas the Train Engine. They opted instead for Thomas the Tank Engine.
It's the same. It's the same thing, Jeff.
It's the Dollar General version.
So recently, I was on a trip, right? We were in Houston, Denver, and
Is
such.
this by boat?
Yeah, big boat with wings, and this magical boat takes us to the hotel sometimes. So it's a nice boat, and they happen to have a copy of a newspaper that I read sometimes there. Otherwise, I don't read newspapers. Digital media is much easier to get a hold of. But anyways, USA Today posted this article about something called the CRISPR gene editing tool.
Oh, yeah.
Have you all heard about this?
I absolutely have, yeah, on Radiolab.
It's crazy. So hear me out. What they say that the CRISPR gene editing tool does is that it gives scientists the ability to choose single strands of DNA, any DNA in the human body, and solve or erase or replace completely diseases like the Zika virus or AIDS. They just get rid of it. Like, they go in there, they find the strand that is infected or changed, they pull it out, they modify it, they put it back in. In fact, during their trials, they were just trying to test the limits of the machine, and they made a galloping horse out of DNA. A tiny galloping horse.
It's pretty impressive, some of the medical breakthroughs they can do, but yeah, whatever. The really cool stuff they can do is that they believe they can bring back and essentially recreate Jurassic Park. They've actually talked about how current elephants are close enough to DNA structure to like woolly mammoths, and that they can actually modify it with some of the DNA material they found from woolly mammoths and bring them back.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it would be a good idea, I think, for some cases of like worldwide diseases like HIV and AIDS. Get rid of that.
Yeah, but dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs are great too. If I ever had a dinosaur pet, it would be a pterodactyl.
I'm really hoping that if they do bring back the dinosaurs and the mammoth, that the raptor is one that they just forget about. That one kind of freaks me out a lot. Actually.
It really could be like Jurassic World, where they just go crazy with the raptor and put it in a T-Rex and mix it with a like infrared laser shark.
Maybe if they just brought back one
raptor,
like a herd or a pack. I don't know what you call them.
Or
you call them awesome.
They are awesome.
Or
they
just like
scary.
one gender of raptor, like all male raptors.
Have you seen the first Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
Nature finds a way.
This is okay, fine. Yeah,
So-
this is true.
Kind of like the hyena, right? I don't know if you know much about hyenas, but they're kind of both male and female at the same time.
It's like clownfish. Clownfish, or
They're funny.
yep, they sure are. I think seahorses are that way too. Are seahorses that way?
I think you're just making stuff up at this point.
No, the
I
male
think
seahorse
Very
carries
little fact
the.
involved.
Yeah, I don't think that they identify as both genders, but I think that the male seahorse carries the egg.
The male seahorse does carry the babies, but I do know that the clownfish does change genders. I do know that one. So anyways, actually some people are kind of nervous about this gene thing because dinosaurs, but they think that they might be able to make a worldwide like bacterial virus.
Yes.
Like, what do they call that? Not bacterial warfare. What's it called?
Yeah, it could definitely be weaponized for sure.
Yeah, that's what they're afraid of. Like a bomb go off that has this in it, and it's airborne. And now it's spreading throughout the world.
Mm-hmm. They actually found it. It's where viruses and bacteria were fighting, and they were keeping bits of each other in the open spaces in their
That's
DNA code,
crazy.
so that the next time that they saw that bacteria and the virus meeting, that they would know what they were approaching. It'd be easier to win that fight.
No.
And they wondered how that was working, and so they searched really deep into that and thought, what if we do that? What if we can cut out very specific parts of DNA, and what can we do with that? So it's really incredible and has a lot of potential, but clearly has also a chance for really awesome dinosaurs. So
I'm all for dinosaurs. If we can bring them back, let's do it. Chris Pratt can be my right-hand man. He can train the raptors.
Cut this if it's not allowed, but I was listening to a podcast today. Was not generally trivial.
That's okay.
And they were talking about DNA and how if you, there's this kit that you can get. It's called 23andMe. And you can send your spit in. And they can tell you your DNA from, your very farthest ancestors.
Yeah.
And so this podcaster was able to, he sent his spit in, and he found out that he is part African American.
Is this No Dumb Questions?
Yep.
This is Destin?
This is Destin.
That's
Yep.
hilarious.
He found out that he was part African American, and that one of his, ancestors,
Interesting.
really liked a slave kind of thing. And that's, yeah.
Way back. He's from Alabama.
but they-
This guy lives in Alabama.
Yeah, but they, were able to trace the time frame of when that might have happened, when this DNA might have happened. Just by spit. That's so cool.
I think it would be I'd be so nervous to find that out.
I would be nervous if I were them to have a sign up on wherever I had my office at. People might just spit on the door as they pass by. Analyze this.
Quit vandalizing our property.
So, Jordan, how many times have we sat down and watched Friends?
How many episodes are there?
There's 10 seasons.
Okay, so 10 seasons, call it 250 episodes. I'm guessing probably 700 times.
Yeah. Have you ever noticed how much coffee they drink?
I feel like it's not very much. Honestly, they every episode is at Central Perk, right? Almost. It's got some appearance into Central Park, but I don't think they drink a lot of coffee there.
A really bored man decided to scan through all 10 seasons of Friends. This really bored man's name is Kit Lovelance. He's a London-based writer.
That sounds super fake.
Probably. It's probably actually Superman, but...
We could always give him a spit vial, and we could find out for real.
Anyway, in the 236 episodes of the show...
I was close.
The Friends drank a total of 1,154 cups. He sat and watched all 10 seasons and counted how many cups of coffee they drank. And the winner of the most coffee drank during the 10 seasons is...
Hold on. Can we take a bet?
Is there a drum roll?
Don't tell us.
So let's all take guesses.
Okay. So, do you ever watch Friends?
Yeah, I'm going to say it's probably Chandler.
You go first.
Yeah, I did actually go first. And I say it would be
Hold on.
Chandler.
Hold on, guys. Let's start over. You can go first.
Thank you, Jordan. I'd say Chandler for sure.
Jordan?
He seems like a coffee drinker.
Yeah, but you don't even know what kind of work Chandler does.
A variety of things. At one point, I think he worked in an office. Don't really know what he did.
Exactly. So maybe it was something that didn't require a lot of coffee. Honestly, Joey is so hyperactive. I'm going to go with Joey.
I'm going with Chandler.
A 2 for Chandler.
Because I just know you're always wrong on these things.
I am 100% wrong 80% of the time.
Well, you all are wrong.
Oh, what?
No way.
Yeah. Yep.
Hold on.
Phoebe actually drank the
Oh my
most
gosh.
coffee over that time with 227 cups. But Chandler was second, and he downed 212 cups of coffee. Followed by
that's
Monica,
close.
Yeah.
then Joey, and then Ross.
See, I thought Chandler because, he raised the ducks, right? And don't they have a rooster duck?
Yeah.
Gets him up early, right?
Is it
Yeah.
a ruck?
Like all they do is make a ruckus.
A dooster.
A dooster.
I guess Rachel wasn't on that list.
She doesn't even know how to make coffee.
Maybe she's a tea drinker.
Oh yeah, she had 138.
Honestly, that's like 4 cups an episode. That's not a whole lot.
No, I thought it was a lot more.
Like, I drink that many a day.
This episode brought to you by Luke's Diner.
If you don't like burnt coffee, go to Luke's Diner.
And now it's time for In the Blank.
In January 2017, a series of fires in central Chile's Lamau region burned down over 457,000 hectares of forest. It left behind just charred ground. I mean, it just burned all the way down.
That is crazy. That's a lot.
Yeah. So now 3 border collies are helping to replant it all by doing what they love the most.
Yes.
Running.
Of course. Dogs.
Yeah.
Running. Playing.
So
Makes
Das,
sense.
Olivia, and Summer are working by running. So they've all been outfitted with sweet vest. With sweet vests, and these vests will just have little slots in them to put seeds. And then they're being just allowed to roam out in this forest to replant these seeds, to drop these seeds.
Cool. That's pretty cool. I wish I would have came up with that idea.
Planting with pooches is blank.
What? Planting with pooches is fun. PH fun.
Planting with pooches is doggone fun.
Planting with pooches is working smarter, not harder.
I would say that planting with pooches is ingenious, actually. I mean, it's free labor.
Someone is going to fight you for that one day.
I say bring it on.
They already said that chimpanzees are humans or have human-like qualities, so that they are people now.
Well, then we have to start paying them a wage.
All right, I like your thinking, but
Planting with pooches is bark-inducing.
Bark-inducing.
Because the pooches are barking,
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
and eventually there's going to be bark.
Man, that's nice.
The next story is, about bees. And bees are going away, and we need to find ways to keep the bees around because a lot of our economy depends on it. But a family in China has found a little bit of a different way to keep bees around. They've actually been living with an entire beehive in their living room for over 12 years.
Nope.
They even collect honey from it and sell it for a small profit.
Nope.
They make a little less than $1,000 a year off of this beehive.
Not worth it.
So collecting your honey at home is blank.
I hate bees. But collecting your honey at home is a pretty sweet gig. I'm allergic to bees, and I don't like them. So I think these people should just eradicate these bees in their home. I don't care if they torch the thing and burn it. The thing. What's it called? A hive? They could shoot it down with a shotgun.
A shotgun?
A shotgun?
Shoot them.
I chewed them with a shotgun. I mean, seriously. Bees are okay, snakes are number one enemy. So, snakes in the toilet, scare me. Snakes on a plane, scare me.
I wouldn't be able to technically collect honey at home because you are deathly afraid of them. You as in Jordan, my husband.
Not afraid. I'm
not
allergic.
Afraid. You're allergic. Sorry.
I am afraid, though.
Collecting my honey at home, to me, is waking up and smooching my husband.
Oh.
Aww.
Look at that.
I went totally girl on that.
I say that collecting your honey at home is combing for good ideas.
Ooh.
Because
Yeah.
we need to save the bees.
They do great work, but not near me. So,
Well, I mean, if you want to get rid of them, let's just have you pollinate everything.
I will lick and sneeze multiple flowers all day long if it meant that I would never get stung a day in my life again.
I think having bees, raising bees in your kitchen is a fantastic idea, actually. Well, think about it. You get the free honey, right? So there's a perk. I've even heard that bees do a little dance. That's how they communicate with each other.
This is true.
I've tried to get my wife and kids to go along with this in our house. Just don't talk. We would just dance certain things to communicate. But it does not go very well. So anyway, having the bees in there for food and entertainment, this sounds fantastic.
Can you imagine dancing in an argument?
Like,
Could you argue?
like
Could you argue
That's
with when you're dancing?
I feel like it'd be like a breakdance battle.
You just got served, Jordan.
what's it like, or like not thrashing.
Thrunk?
Crumping?
Crump?
Yeah, crumping.
Crumping, yeah. Thrunk is a dunk where you don't touch the rim. I don't know where that came from. And now it's time for...
Quick hits!
Police in Guilford, New Hampshire just had a herd of buffalo roaming through town to deal with. If you're out and about with your friends, what's your first option for fun?
Buffalo tipping. My number 2 would be run with the buffaloes.
I think the first thing that I would do is I would just see how fast I am. Can I outrun a buffalo? Now the question is this a water buffalo or is this a bison? Because those are two completely different animals.
It's a buffalo.
A water buffalo.
Yep.
Then why is it in New Hampshire?
It's from Europe. They swam across.
They came on the boats.
all the way.
Yes. So you know how at the Indianapolis Zoo they have the race a cheetah thing? Like I would see if I'm faster than a buffalo.
Yeah,
Like
I
Michael
understand.
Phelps with the shark. Except he
Yes.
lost.
Nope, he lost. Yeah, don't even talk to me about that.
Lost.
He lost. Michael Phelps.
And he didn't actually swim with it.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
So,
No.
but I would actually run with a buffalo.
But look, he was in the Olympics, and that was not awesome.
The shark wasn't.
No. The shark.
Let's see the shark win that relay.
I would run to the mall and go shopping.
This is true. I can vouch for that. She would do that. Look, buffalo.
or
Look, a
TJ
mall.
No, TJ Maxx. Hands down, TJ Maxx.
Sorry. Look, a bison.
A Japanese visual kei air band called Golden Bomber recently treated fans to one of the strangest concerts ever. An 8-second performance to promote their latest single, an 8-second song called 8-Second Encounter. What's something you're great at, but can't keep going for a long time?
I'm good at chugging water, but I can't do it forever.
That's good.
I'm good at eating saltine crackers, 8 of them at a time, but I can't do it forever.
That's fair.
Well, I am in my early 30s, so the things that I'm good at, none of it I can actually do for very long. So that's what I'm going to go with.
Surgeons recently removed 27 contact lenses from a woman who had apparently just forgot and thought she'd lost them elsewhere. What are you best at forgetting?
27 contacts in her eyeball.
Yeah, in one eye.
How do you close your eye? It's like, I'm going to keep one eye open when I sleep.
So there's more to the story about this. They found out that she had these contacts because she went in for, I believe it was cataract surgery.
Yeah, and she couldn't get the surgery.
And then that's how they found out. Yes, that is insane.
We're going to have to remove your eyeballs. Why? You have 37,000 contacts in your eye. I'm best at forgetting what day it is. That is something I'm always forgetting. What's today? What's today? No, seriously.
So I would say that I am absolutely best at forgetting to look at my wife's calendar. Not even really sure where it's at, but she always says it's on the calendar.
I'm really good at forgetting what I did last week. Like today, my friend asked me if I had fun hanging out with her last week. And I completely forgot that I hung out with her last week.
Was that last week?
I think so. See?
Well, let's hope she's not listening to this podcast.
A new Chinese startup company that did umbrella sharing, like major cities do with bikes, has announced that almost every single one of their 300,000 umbrellas were stolen. Give me your idea for blowing through millions of startup money.
I would make an ottoman business. I would make ottomans. That would be my startup business. People like to put their feet up after a long day.
And their TV remotes away.
And, you know, ottomans, people need ottomans. They're multifaceted. They can be used for seats, for stools, for feet, ladder, storage. Look, you're hitting like 6 different markets with this one item.
I would make a life-size bumper car business. So where if you got into an accident on I-70, you wouldn't crush your vehicle. It would just like bouncy ball off and
Nice.
you'd be okay. And then like turn around and drive on your way like nothing happened.
Very nice.
Might have some neck pain like
Like, are you driving your own car? Or is it like you drive your car into this thing and then it surrounds your car with the appropriate safety and then you like can hit people with your car and then you drive out and then you're done? Or is it like they come in, get out of their car, get in your car, and then...
I kind of like the idea of a sleeve that goes over your car.
Yeah.
That way you could still have your own car. I also, if I had this bumper car business, I would be ramming people that were going 3 miles down the road because they drive me insane. So I'd be like, get out of the way.
Look, you could also sell insurance at the same time.
When I was going to school at ISU, I had an idea that I thought was unique. But apparently somebody had already thought of this. But anyway, I was going to invent a bicycle that folded up, like hinged folded up in the middle. You could easily stick it in the trunk of any vehicle, unfold it, ride your bike to wherever you need to go, take it back. There you go.
That's fantastic.
Apparently, that has already been thought of, and my idea of spending and making millions just went out the drain, and I was very disappointed.
Well, we want to thank everyone for listening today. We want to remind everyone that 415-PODLINE is the phone number that you can call to leave a message for us here at the show. And if you do so, we're happy to send you a logo sticker in the mail. You could also get that by leaving a review on iTunes. September 16th is coming up, and to us, that means 2-year anniversary.
2 whole years.
So we would really love it if for that 2-year anniversary, you called 415-PODLINE, left us a message, what you think about the show, encouragement for the guys, anything you want to leave a message, unless you're cursing at our faces because you hate us. We will listen to that a lot because we enjoy criticism, and also we will weep, but we will not play it on the show. So that is going to wrap it up for us today. On the show today, we were Kristi.
Bye.
Jordan.
Do or do not. There is no try.
And Cory.
Won't you be my neighbor?
And I am Jeff, and we are out.
They have a lot of hockey gear everywhere. The airport literally is decorated with mannequin hockey players. No joke.
I watch a lot of National Geographic Wild.
Do you?
I know a lot of these things.
Is that like when you set your TV in the morning to come on and you're like, I'm going to watch National Geographic?